Holy moly. Oh, I had done some bonding and I have to take this out. Holy smokes. Alright. Yeah, what are you girls doing? Yeah, so we did some weird stuff in here. Oh, great. Holy moly. Great. We got being crazy. Oh, I'm gonna be harvesting a lot of honey today. Okay. The only trick is I don't want to break the comb off and basically waste all the honey. So, frilling Frillerson, girls, why? Why? I got a bunch of broken, not great comb. I honestly swapped that with my other hive. Okay. This had a bunch of queen cells on it. And we got some drone cells. There's a whole bunch of drones. Alright, so we have some swarm cells. I wonder if that is one right there. May not have successfully gotten a queen. Shysta. Not what I was hoping to see so far, but let's give it some more time. There's so much going on in here. So here is a couple of breaking down queen cells, swarm cells. You can see how they're open now. Okay, let's just, there's so many drones in here still. Alright, before I go further, I'm going to handle this honey. Good job. Got back on here. Come on. Nope. Come on. Why did you girls do all that wasted effort? Come on. Your turn. That honeycomb. Oh my goodness. Stupid branches. Oh. Seeing any brood except for some hatching out drone, which is about on schedule. Go back to the next one. Alright, the next one has tons of honey in it. Lots and lots of honey. So the honey is going into former drone comb, which is good because that means no more baby drones in there. Oh, let's see. This one had some swarm cells on it that have been deconstructed a bit. So right here, that one's getting flattened and this one's getting flattened as well. So something happened. Those queens got out, or at least one of them did, and she killed all the others, which is generally how they do things. This is very, the wax is being flattened on this one. Like completely flattened. I've never seen that before. Yeah, this one's a weird one. I'm gonna actually kind of move it back here with my other weird ones because I'm gonna deliberate what I do with some of these. So I think what I'm going to do is slip it right in here. And, alright, ready to go on. This one's very light. This is very dark. This has had lots of generations of brood in it. This is exactly the kind of honey comb that queens want to lay in. Yeah, still no signs of any eggs or queen. Oh, this is very light. I think I see eggs. That is a very, very good sign. Okay, I'm quite certain I'm seeing eggs. They look like just kind of long, like pieces of tartar or some plaque from your teeth. So now I'm looking for a queen. They really got to get rid of some of these drones. There's too many drones. Yeah, I'm quite certain I'm seeing eggs. So that means I have a very new queen potentially in here. So this would be one of the emerged queens, so I don't know what she's gonna look like. But queens always have that really long abdomen, shiny abdomen. Nice, pretty, I think it's a thorax. Okay, that makes me feel better. So, what I'm gonna do is start some of my, I'm gonna X out some of this stuff on here. Oh, that's lovely. You can see the sky. I'm such a professional. So, brood, I'm gonna circle that. And now we're really looking for a queen. Sorry everyone, the world is spinning around a little bit. Alright, I think that's gonna help with the craziness of the camera. So, again, we're going back. Oh, I spotted her right away. There she is. Okay. She's got actually some stripes. She's come along the bottom, and I think she might be moving to this side. Yep. So see? She's moving very fast right here. And queens tend to move really fast. So I'm shining my light on her right now. She's got, it's actually quite hard to spot her. Her abdomen doesn't seem to be a super long abdomen. Ooh, where is she? I took my eyes off you for a second. So she's on here. Let me go back to looking. Come on. I know gravity is changing. It's a little bit unsettling, I'm sure. So something I've always thought about doing is marking my queen. I have a marking kit and I've always chickened out. Here she is. She's actually a little bit hard to spot, honestly. She is. She keeps trying to get away from whatever side I'm looking at. So she just came on this side. There she is. So, right there with the spotlight. So, frankly, let me see if you even saw any of that. Nope, I don't think so. So at this point, I've this is the goal, is I have a living queen in here, and she's doing okay. Where is she? I'm gonna spend a minute thinking about whether or not I should mark her. And then if I decide to mark her, I can show you how that is done. There she is. Where is she? See, I just breathed on them and they got very annoyed with me. I lost her. Oh, there she is. Okay. Right there. I'm not sure it's focusing, weirdly. You see? That is my queen. Okay, so my phone unfortunately overheated, so it stopped doing video shortly after I was showing you the queen. I'm going to talk through what I did. So you're going to see it's a lot smaller now. My follower board is now right here, and I actually removed, as you saw, those two oversized cross-combing combs, and I removed all but one of the smaller cross-combing combs. So I'm going to actually harvest honey from them in wax. What I also did was I moved a couple of the bars over to my other hive. So I'm going to show that next. Here I also took some of the bars here that had a lot of drone cell sized comb, so ready to have males, and I moved them to the end here so that they're going to start filling the back of the comb with honey, so they can fill that drone sized comb with honey instead of the queen being prompted to lay additional drone eggs when we don't need any more males in this hive. Overflowing with males. So that's basically what I did. So I'm gonna, as you saw, I removed the bottom board, so it's getting very, very hot. Have to scooch some of these out of the way. But I did find my queen, and that was the entire purpose of today's inspection, was to see her and make sure that I had a survivor. So alright, that's all level. So this should close now. Yep, closed up entirely. So I'm gonna leave these ones alone for a week. I'll check on them a week from now, see if they've gotten a lot of honey going, and I'm inclined to just do a lot of harvesting of the honey in early July. So these are bars that I just moved over from my other hive. So there are a lot of drone sized cells, as well as some brood sized cells, so I'm just hoping to reduce some of the work that these ones have to do. Alright, I brought my stand so I can actually set up my stand instead of my horrible phone being perched. So this should be a pretty quick inspection, frankly, because there's just not still a lot of population in this hive. So I'm gonna remove a couple of these just to give myself some working room. And as you know from my last video, I was putting in extra spacers, and it doesn't look like they're doing a whole lot of work with those yet. They're still working on that one. So I think they're gonna be quite happy to have some new comb in here. And you can see actually here, they're starting to do what they did with cross combing in the other, where they start building out the honey storage cells quite a lot. So you see how fat those are getting on the top? That's problematic. And that's gonna cause some bonding or some cross combing. And this is very heavy. I didn't want to harvest any honey from these girls because I just want to kind of give them time to get ready and going. I don't know if I'm going to have to. So I think I am going to set up my inspection stand. Thought it was going to be quicker over here. My husband made me this. Some welding. Works great. Alright, let's see. Just gonna set this over here and look for my queen in here. So, change to this view. Make sure that it is showing a little high. There we go. That's better. You can look at one side, I'll look at the other. Yeah, this is all honey. I don't see my queen. I'd be shocked if she was on a honey bar anyway. But it's uncapped. It's half capped, half not capped. They're very mellow. They're just eating because they're a little freaked out right now. Oh, that reminds me, I left my smoker over there. Alright. So, let's keep going. Alright, this is super light. I think they just built this actually. There's not a lot going on here. Yeah, there is nothing going on. Hi, this is Kit, and I just got done with inspecting my 2 hives. I have queens in both. I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler alert. I harvested 3 frames of, I guess, bars of honey today. So you can see I'm harvesting them and straining them off here. I have videos from the past showing how that is done. So my kitchen's a little bit of a sticky mess. I harvested only because there was some cross combing happening. So the ones I took out, you know, the comb had been built out way beyond the bars. So the bars are about this big and the comb was protruding and it was starting to set itself up for some cross combing, which can happen in top bar. It's not a huge deal, but I thought, well, I'm gonna just harvest these. They were full, like super heavy with honey, and now I've got lots of honey coming in here. It looks like I could have even 2 quarts of this, which is really exciting. So both of my hives were having kind of some potential cross combing occurring. I had a queen in both, so I was able to find my newly mated queen, and she is laying eggs. I saw eggs in there. My original queen, which has moved over to my new hive, she's still in there laying eggs. And I did some shuffling around in the hives of the different bars. So I moved some of the former drone comb to the back in my original hive in hopes that the bees are going to just fill it with honey and I can harvest it, and therefore there won't be a bunch of drone cells all over the place anymore. The other thing that I did is I took some bars of like the comb that was drawn out and I moved them from my original blue hive into my white hive in order to, again, provide more resources to that white hive. So the white hive is my quote-unquote new hive. It's lower on resources because they're building up from very little. However, Johnny. However, that's where my like kind of original queen is. So she's my very dependable queen. I know her breed. She's my Carney queen. The other hive, the one that has this newly mated emerged queen that, you know, grew out of these swarm cells, I'm going to be waiting over the next month, maybe month and a half, to see what kind of genetic qualities her offspring has. And if I like the genetic qualities, then she's going to stick around, and I really hope that's the case because I don't like the idea of having to kill a queen. However, if I start seeing signs of aggression or other undesirable characteristics, then what I will do in that hive is I will re-queen them. So that's something I'll be monitoring for. I've never had a queen go out and mate and have on characteristics that I didn't like, but I've also never had one that was like open mated survive the winter, and they've always been kind of late in the season. So this is gonna be my first full season to really observe a like open mated queen and what her offspring's characteristics are like. The newly mated queen, so this is again the one that they kind of fed and grew in my original hive, she has these like kind of striations on her body versus my original Carney queen is like almost a pure black queen. So that's a couple differences. I saw both queens, saw evidence they're doing everything that they need to be doing, and I just want to give a little bit of an explainer of where I am. I'll be going back for another hive inspection in probably a week, mostly to monitor that there's no cross combing occurring, that they're drawing out the bars the way that I want them to, and then also see how they're doing as far as honey production, because we're getting close to when I'll be getting honey soon. Cheers.